Good morning, it's your crazy old coot here. How you doing? I'm doing fine. Okay, so today we're gonna finally get this RX 570 benchmark video done. First though, I would like to welcome all my new subscribers. We're at 360, so that makes us well-rounded. Enough of that. Let's get this done. I've been trying to do this for a month and a half. First up we got is Firestrike, the layout. Just let's get this done so we know what we're talking about. On the default, that is about 1100 megahertz. That's out of the box, plug it in, don't do anything. Now if you do tweaks and stuff so you can get it up to the boost speed, which is around 1255 megahertz, that's would be what you would get if under boost. Overclock stable is 1385. That was pretty much as high as I could get. I got up to over 1400, but for normal regular use I would always pull that back a little bit. So I ran it at 1385. And then Vega is just my Vega card with my normal overclock on it. That's about 1600 megahertz. That's just thrown in there just for perspective. So here under Firestrike, the difference between the default and the boost is about 12%, and the default to the overclock is 20%. The Vega does like 65% better than the 570 overclocked. When we go to Time Spy, the difference between default and boost is about 9%. Default to overclock is about 17%. Vega is 74% better. Now we go to superposition. This is the first of the weird ones. And default to boost is 155%. At default, out of the box, you hit superposition and it was a mess. Boost to overclock was about 6.6. Again, Vega blows everything away. And now the next one, Rise of the Tomb Raider, we get the opposite, where there's not a whole lot of difference between any of them, including Vega. You can see, I think default to overclock is about 4.8%, like 5. Even Vega is only like 2.3% faster than the overclock, so that's definitely a little on the strange side. And then we go back to World of Tanks, which brings us back to reality. Default to boost is 9%. Default to overclock is 15.5%. And again, Vega blows everything out. And then we go to Strange Brigade. Default to boost is 8.2%. Default to overclocking is 15%. And I didn't do Vega because I didn't have Strange Brigade loaded up on my Vega. So basically, you're going to get about 9% from default. So if you can get it up to 1255, you're going to get about 10% better than out of the box. If overclocking, now you're pushing 15% or better out of the box. For just spending a little time and tweaking the system and getting it to run at its best, you can get about 15% more performance out of this RX 570 than you would taking it out of the box and stick it in a system. And this is normal with AMD. I hope Navi breaks this mold, because it's almost like if you buy AMD graphics cards, you got to know what you're doing in order to get the best performance out of them. Again, thank for all the new subscribers. I know this was a quick one. I just wanted to get it out. It's a slow time now for hardware, and until Ryzen 3000 comes out and Navi come out, it's going to be slow. But once those two hit the shelves, we're going to be busy. There's going to be a lot to learn. So this is your crazy old coot wishing you a good evening.